Now let me continue. We have seen already expansion. What are the effects of the heat? I said the main point is what? Expansion of the object. Suppose if the solid object, it expands in three ways: linear, superficial and cubical. The lengthwise I said linear. The expansion occurs in the area, that is superficial. If it is occurs in the volume, this is known as what? Cubical. Now we have to say expansion of liquid and gases. Expansion of liquid and gases. When expand, liquid becomes gas. Gas becomes gas compressed and becomes vapor. Okay, gas, vapor, both are same only. So, that is solid, it has a regular shape. So, it expands in three directions, I said. That is lengthwise, area as well as volume. But liquid and gases, there is no regular shape for that. It has only volume. So, because of that, it expands. That expansion may be liquid expands into gases, gases expands into compress and becomes vapor and thing. There are two kinds of expansion in liquids and gases. One is real expansion, other one is apparent expansion. Real expansion, other one is what I said, apparent. So, what are the differences between these two? Real expansion. Directly we are eating the liquid without any container. That expansion is known as real expansion. So, what I said, suppose you have the liquid, particular liquid is given to you. You have to eat the liquid directly without any apparatus, without any container. That is known as real expansion. Mostly real expansion is not possible because liquid we cannot directly eat. You have to pour the liquid in some other container, then only we can eat. So, by using the container, the liquid expands, that is apparent expansion. Clear, children? Real expansion, directly we are eating the liquid. So, directly we are eating the liquid, that is real expansion. So, we are using any other container. So, container, liquid is eaten through the container. This is container heating is known as apparent expansion. Now, we will find out how the apparent expansion can be, apparent and real expansion can be cleared by the experiment. For that, what you have to see? You have to take one round bottom flask. What you have to take? See the apparatus, that's in figure 3.5 it is. We have to take one round bottom flask. This and all I showed in the lab. Round bottom flask. That is, bottom is round shape. Okay, round bottom flask you have to take. The round bottom flask you have to take colored liquid, because we want to see how it is expanded. If it is colorless, we cannot find out easily. So, we have to take colored liquid. And see the apparatus. We have to set the round bottom flask into the stand. Then we have to, by using burner, we have to heat. So, before that, there was no heat. Liquid in the common, that is in the chill state only, cool only it is. After you are supplying the heat is supplied to that, the liquid started to boil. So, first we have to heat, and you have to, first you have to take the container. Container you have to pour the water, that is as soon as container plus water, that is L1. Okay, first we are not starting the experiment, just we are making the apparatus, that is round bottom flask you have taken, you have fitted into the test tube and you are eating, not eating, you are just making it of ready. That is container plus water L1. Then after that we are supplying the heat to that. Now the liquid started to expand. It comes to the certain level, that is known as container, water and first level of heating, that is L2. So, because of heating, the level of water must be reduced. Before that we were heating. Because of heating what? The water started to boil and some of the liquid escape in the form of vapor. Now the water level is reduced. Now we have to find out the heat. We are going on heating. The level of liquid rises and it comes to water eating, continuous eating, the level of water is known as L3. So beginning L1, then after supplying it for a certain time, that is L2. After eating for a long time, further going on eating, that is L3. Okay, so now we have to find out apparent expansion is, what is apparent expansion? That is without, with container. With container is known as apparent expansion. That is L2 minus L3. L2 minus L3, because here what are there? Water, container, heat, that is L2. Container, water, further heating. So with, we have seen already, with the container we are finding that is apparent expansion. Without container, that is real expansion. And the real expansion is L3 minus L1, that is starting. Clear? L1 and L3, sorry. Apparent is L1 and L3. This is L2 by L1. Clear, children? So, apparent expansion L1 minus L3. The L1, what is it? Container plus water. Here container, water and continuous heating. By subtracting these two, we can find out the apparent expansion. Real expansion L2 minus L3, because only what is supplied more? Heat only, constant heating. So this is the difference, and we can find out a real expansion of water. Clear? So expansion in two ways. They can expand all the objects, either it is in the form of solid, liquid, gas, they may be expand, we have seen now. Now we have to see fundamental laws. So there is a special laws for the gases alone. There are three laws. One is Boyle's law, other one is Charles' law, and the third one is Avogadro law. Okay, first we'll see Boyle's law. So what are the three things constant here? Temperature, pressure, and then volume. For the gases, the three important characteristics are temperature, pressure, and volume. First we have to, these laws are only for the gases. First one we have to say Boyle's law. The scientists are honored by the name Robert Boyle. He is the scientist he found. According to the Boyle's law, when the temperature of the gas is kept constant, what is here? Constant. Constant means what? Nilaya irukkiradhu. When the temperature of the gas is kept constant, the volume of a fixed mass of the gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. That is, when the temperature is constant, volume and pressure both are inversely proportional. Inversely means what? That is, தலைகீழா இருக்கும். Okay. Suppose pressure increased, then volume will be decreased, like that. Clear? So Boyle's law, which is kept constant, the temperature is kept constant. Temperature constant, that is pressure and pressure is inversely proportional to its volume. This is Boyle's law. Clear? The laws and all you have to memorize as it is. As it is given in the book, there is no compromise in that. So Boyle's law, 2-mark answer. If you are changing one word also, it will be a wrong statement to you. So how you have to write? When the temperature of a gas is kept constant, the volume of fixed mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. Okay. Next we have to say Charles' law. The proving and all don't want. We have to say only law. Charles' law. Here, it is by the French scientist. According to this law, when the pressure of the gas is kept constant. Here, what is kept constant? Pressure. Pressure of the gas is kept constant. The volume of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature. Here, volume and temperature. Charles' law. Here, temperature is kept constant. pressure and volume are inversely proportional. Here pressure is kept constant and volume and temperature is directly proportional. Directly means what? If it is raised, volume is raised means temperature also raised. Volume is decreased, temperature also decreased. Okay. And finally, Avogadro law. Boyle's law, Charles law. Next one is what? Avogadro law. This is combined by Charles law and Boyle's law. This is nothing else. It's the formation of Boyle's law and Charles law. According to that constant at constant pressure and temperature. Here temperature is constant. Here pressure is constant. In the Avogadro law, both the temperature and pressure is constant. Temperature and pressure. Okay. Both the temperature and pressure is kept constant. The volume of a gas is directly proportional to the number of atoms. First time we are using the volume of a gas is directly proportional to the number of gases present in that. Number of gases we are writing V is equal to directly proportional to N. Here number of atoms. Clear? Boyle's law, when the temperature is kept constant, the pressure is inversely proportional to volume. The Charles law, pressure is kept constant, the volume is directly proportional to its temperature. Avogadro law, that is both the temperature and pressure are kept constant, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to the number of atoms of molecules present in that. Here what is considered? Number of molecules is considered. So gases further, these three laws applicable only for the gases. Further we can divide the gases into real gases and ideal gases. We have to say real gas and ideal gas. Gases we can divide them into real and ideal. And we'll see what are the differences between. Real gases, the molecules or atom of a gases interact with each other with a definite amount of intermolecular force of attraction. This is real gases. That is nothing else. So, we have studied already all the objects are made up of atoms or molecules. The molecules are compressedly closed. There is a reaction between molecules because many molecules are present in an object. So, they interact with each other. Interact means they both work together. That is the particular amount of force. This is known as real gases. Here, in the real gases, the molecular interact with each other. In the ideal gases, they do not interact with each other. Here what is a real gas? Molecules interact. Interact means what? They are meeting each other. They interact. The particular temperature. Here, they are not interacting. The molecules are not interacting. Clear, children? This is known as ideal gas. So, ideal gases obey Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. Real gas may not obey, but ideal gas, they obey Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. And the important thing we have to say is, what is Avogadro number? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. This is Avogadro number. Clear? Then by using that we can find out the ideal gas equation. What is ideal gas equation? An ideal gas obeys Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. According to Boyle's law, PV is equal to constant. Which one this is? Boyle's law. PV is equal to constant, that is pressure and volume is constant. Okay. According to Charles law, V by Charles, here volume and temperature, V by T, and we are combining both, that is PV is equal to Here what? N by T. Instead of V, we are writing T. This is number of molecules. This is known as ideal gas equation. What is ideal gas equation? I said, in short, we can say ideal gas is PV is equal to NT. The value is otherwise known as Boltzmann constant. This is ideal gas constant or Boltzmann constant. So, this is the lesson, simple lesson it is. The lesson is mainly thermal physics. The physics we have seen what is thermal physics. Thermo means what? Heat. And we have seen which is the main source of heat energy. Sun is the main source of heat energy. All the living things need certain amount of temperature to do their works. That is known as what? That without temperature, without heat, nobody can live. Then all the organisms need, I said. Then after that, we have seen what are the effects of the heat, what are the properties of the heat, then how they are managed each other, that is hot body heat gained is equal to heat lost. Whatever the heat may be, the heat flows from the higher level to lower level. We have seen the thing, thermal energy. While traveling like that, they produce some energy. That energy is known as thermal energy. Heat is a scalar quantity, I say. Then characteristics we have seen already. And the properties, the effects of the heat energy, I said what are the effects? Let me change this shape, size, everything. The effect we can see all the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gases. The solid, it has three type of expansion, that is linear expansion, cubical expansion and superficial expansion. Linear I said lengthwise, superficial in the area and cubical in the volume. Whereas in the case of liquid and gases, they both expand, they form real gas and apparent gas. Real gas, what I say, that is the there is a thing between, that is interact between the molecular of the substances, that is real gas. Those who do not interact, that is ideal gases. Expansion, linear we have seen real expansion and apparent expansion. Real without container, apparent with container. Liquid can be heated without container, with container, and we have seen an experiment for that also. And we have to see the gases, particularly for gases, the three characters of gases is temperature, pressure and volume. There are three kinds of laws, Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. Boyle's law, which is kept constant, the temperature is kept constant, pressure and volume is inversely proportional. Then Charles law, pressure is kept constant, volume and temperature is directly proportional to each other. And Avogadro, based on Boyle's law and Charles law, it is formed, that is where the temperature and pressure is constant, the volume is directly proportional to the number of atoms present in the molecules. Here, this is known as Avogadro law, and Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Then all the gases obey the three laws, especially ideal gases. Ideal gases only I say, here the molecules, there is an interaction between the molecules of an object is real gas. If there is no interaction between the molecules of the object, that is ideal gas. Ideal gases obey all the laws. So we can combine both the laws, and finally what is the equation of ideal gas means PV is sigma by, and PV is directly proportional to N and T. P is pressure, V is volume, N is number of atoms present in a molecule and T is the temperature. Clear? This is the short lesson. So whenever the lesson is completed, you have to go through immediately. And this may be the 1 mark answer, 1 word answer, choose the correct answer, like in page number 35. Coefficient cubic expansion of solids, that is aluminium 7 into 10 to the power of 5, brass 6 into 10 to the power, glass 2.5, water 20 by 7, mercury 18 by 2. Which is the highest coefficient expansion means water, lowest means brass. That may be one, choose the correct answer. They will give option, different option, and which is the correct one. We have to find out. Clear, children? Any doubts? So, okay, this is then we are completing this lesson. We'll see in another class. Thank you, children.